All right, welcome back to, I don't know, is this a show? Am I calling it Pelly Plays Games? I don't know. Well, hey, I'm Mike. They call me Pelly. I'm playing a game. This is now turn 3 of D-Day at Iwo Jima. I have it all set and ready to go. I actually remembered to put my units out for landing, and I have off the board on my table, I have the units that are going to land on turn 4 so that I don't forget those. I did use more than half the deck, so I've shuffled my cards, and let me just throw out a PSA, that there is nothing quite so joyous as shuffling sleeved cards. There's just something about the ease at which they just slide together like that. I just really enjoy it. Anyway, that's just me. Back to the game. Alright, so we are on game turn 3. This is when Japanese artillery starts, so we're gonna get shelled beyond belief with that from Suribachi and from Sector 3. So if you don't know how that works, I'll get to it when we have the actual artillery phase. But we are doing our phase 1, which is the amphibious phase. We cannot do more steps until turn 5. Again, according to what's in the book, I may be wrong for the entire scenario. I may be able to do replacement points whenever the heck I want, but I think because you're only supposed to do replacement points in the morning, that giving us 2 chances to do it on day 1 is actually pretty generous. So anyway, here we go. Amphibious landing phase. Alright, so we are going to be, for our first group of units, down here. Now they can land in green or red. Where do I land them? Because I don't want to be... I really need to take this guy out so that I can just land and start moving around this way and flank in to Suribachi. Starting on game turn 7. I can't hit Suribachi till game turn 7, but I need to get rid of that guy, and this guy before then. So, where do I land these guys? Probably, I gotta put a couple here. Yeah, probably red 1, because I have a tiny bit of space. So, let's do that. Red 1, plus I don't have to deal with the black. This guy right here sucks eggs, so I don't want to have to deal with that. So let's land on red 1. And let's see, landing is no drift, and it is a green. Green being this guy, and that guy is disrupted, so we don't get hit. So, and pardon my arm in the way, these guys are going to land. Let's see, I do have a unit there. So I'm going to have all kinds of disruption. So I might as well, let's do this. Let's put the tank on the bottom, just because I like to keep things in order. And I'm going to move this entire stack in here. I don't think I need them right now, because I think I can take that guy out just using the units that are around him. I can hopefully take this guy out. And I know, you're going to get on me for the entire series that I did what I did at the end of the last one, but so be it. And then I can start moving up there. So if I can take these guys out with this stack, I can get this stack moving up towards there, start to clear a path, I think. But I'm going to put these guys on here for now. I have to look at, I believe I have... I disrupted everything below 2 on these stacks. Yeah, see? So these 2 units are undisrupted, and then everything below it are disrupted on this one. So really I got one guy that's down to 4. That's no bueno. Okay. Well, anyway, those guys are disrupted. I just knocked that guy at the top. So these guys come in, and everything below them, except for the tank. Put the tank up here. Tank is not disrupted. I think what I'll do, though, is I'm just going to disrupt everything that just landed, the 28. So I'll leave 27 and the HQ for 28 undisrupted. So that way I can hopefully get 27 back with his buddies. So I'll do that. We're on the light color disruption for turn 3, so I will disrupt everything below that. Alright, so there's that landing. Now I got to draw 1 card for 1 unit. Let's see, I think I can put him here. Yeah, so I'll put the tank. Although if I put him here, I can barrage. But I think actually he comes in game turn 3. No, he can come in on green or red. This tank can come in green or red. I think I'm going to put him in green just so I have the barrage and I have him closer to Suribachi. I need to get my tanks stacked up so that when I get units revealed in Suribachi, I can start barraging the crap out of him. But the other tank is over here. So maybe I will put him here so that he's next to his buddy and then they can kind of move over together. So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll put him in there. Alright, plus I don't have a chance of him getting hit by black. So here's our landing. There's not going to be any drift for tanks, but it's yellow and yellow is disrupted, so this tank comes in free and clear. I'm just going to put him on top because some of those guys are disrupted. Alright, now why is this guy alone? 327, when did they come in? They came in game turn 2. Why is this guy out here? I don't know. Put him under there. I have no idea why that guy was sitting there. If you figure it out by watching one of the other videos, let me know. Okay, so these guys are coming in on yellow. Yellow is nice and wide open. There's nothing that can hit them. I don't even know if I should even draw a card because brown. Oh, I'm in brown and I'm in purple, but we're going to draw just to see if there's any drift. No drift. Landing. All good. So these guys will come in here and here. This is 4, so they're going to want to head north. And then my heavy weapons, yeah, and they will drift left. So I'll just put them in. I don't want them to drift left. Crap. I wanted him to come in right here. But I can't have him come in right there because he drifted. Alright, well, he'll be disrupted. Nothing I can do about it. The cards are what they are. Alright, so he came in. Now we come over here. And here's where we're going to have some stacking issues. And let me move this over this way a little bit. Alright, so here's where we're going to have some stacking issues because we got one place for 4 units to go. So it is what it is. And then my heavy weapons guy will come in one side or the other. So, alright, so he's coming in on blue 1. To red, there is no red, so they come in free and clear. I'm just going to have them all come in on the same deal and disrupt the bottom 2. And then I got my heavy weapons guy. I got a stack here, so I could. Heavy weapons comes in turn 3. Heavy weapons on Y or B. So I could technically have this guy come in over here, but my 25s, my 25th battalions are over here. Right? Did I get that right? Battalion. No. Not battalion. Whatever the one in the middle is. I want to keep him over here. But he'll get disrupted. If he comes over here, he's just got to move over there anyway. So I'm going to bring him in over here. Brown. There is no brown because I'm on brown. So he lands free and clear. I'm going to put him underneath here. And I'll disrupt him. Kind of sucks. But I can't use them right now anyway, so I guess that is what it is. Alright, now these guys come up. These guys are 24 on Game turn 4. They'll come in on 101. No. Yeah, 124. Oh, it comes in on blue 1. Alright. And then 26 comes in on red 1 with the tank. And then heavy weapons comes in green or red. So I'm going to put these guys right in the middle, and I'll figure them out when it's time to land. I'm going to pause for a moment just for a personal thing. Alright, so I'm back. So next phase is the event phase. We've got all our landings done, so let's hope it's something good. Naval gunfire. That's good, right? I think that means we just flat out get a naval gunfire point, which is good because we're in between. Naval gunfire. You gain 1 naval gunfire marker. Where are we? There we go. Naval gunfire. Gain 1 naval gunfire marker. So, I mean, marker equals point. I don't know why they call it a marker, but it is what it is. So we get 1. Now, you can only carry over 2 max. And then the ones we get from turns 1 through 6, we have to use as soon as we get them. But this guy that I just got, that guy can be carried over. And so every time I gain a point when I have to use it, I can still have 1 extra. So this guy I don't have to use right away. I can save for if I have, if I reveal a depth marker or a unit that has naval requirements, or if I need to barrage the crap out of a hilltop or something to that effect. So that's not bad. No reinforcements, no nothing that could really damage me. However, we are now on the Japanese fire phase, and that could really damage me. So we got some good disruption going on this side. We've eliminated units here. A little worried about the yellow unit, a little worried about the blue unit up here, up in the corner there. But other than that, we should be okay. It would be nice if I don't get a green, because I'd like to keep this close combat guy disrupted, because then I only need 1 hit to get him out. We'll see how that works. Here we go. Alright, we got red star, which I said turn 3 is when the stars happen. And I got a purple, and I got a brown. I think we're in decent shape, but let's check. Alright, so I'll put that, you can't see that. I'll put it up here. Alright, so we got red. Red here is disrupted, so he loses his disruption marker. Oh, that's right, red's been disrupted since turn 1. So, oops. That's been nice, but now he's not. And so we gotta watch it if we get too close to him. That red is gone. And that's it. That's it. There's no other reds. So I don't have to worry about any reds hitting my stars and giving me grief. Alright, purple. I got this purple here. He does not project into that, but he is, they are on a black. I'm supposed to do black first, I think. So let me just check this real quick for triangles to see if the black high position hit anybody. And look at that, I do have a triangle. He does already have a step loss, so I have to flip him and keep him disrupted. Now the one thing, disruptions, you can't like re-disrupt a disrupted unit. So the nice thing about that is I don't have to flip this. So he's still going to lose this turn. And I made sure of that. So even though he was disrupted, he got hit while he's disrupted, he's not going to carry his disruption over in the next turn. So that's good. But him being disrupted means I'm close combating with this guy and this guy alone. And yeah, no, I can't do that. Shoot, I got to keep green disrupted, because I got to get some more units over here to start to be able to come in with him. But anyway, that's the next phase. So I gotta deal with the hits first. Fix that, because I am very OCD when it comes to jacked up stacks. All right, so that was what I undisrupted red. Purple. I hit with purple. That's what I did. He got hit with black. That's what it was. So I did black. Let me do black over here too, so I don't forget black. But over here, that guy, he's also in steady, but there's no triangle. It's a diamond and it's a headquarters. So nobody gets hit from that black. I'm gonna have to start charging him at some point, but right now, nothing. All right, so black is taken care of. Red, we had nothing. Purple, we did the one over in Suribachi, and we have no. This guy over here, I don't think. Nope, he doesn't project, so I don't have to worry about him. So that's it for purple. And in browns, I got this guy over here that is disrupted. So I take the disruption marker off of him. That kind of sucks because now Suribachi is all undisrupted. Yep. But I don't take a hit this turn. I took the brown right there, so there's no other browns. So I literally got out of that whole Japanese fire phase with one hit. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Alright, so that goes away. Second event does not start until game turn 7. So now we are on the US action phase. So now I got to figure out what to do. Let's start over here. This guy is an issue. Thankfully green didn't come up, so I don't have to undisrupt him. But I can't hit him with just this. Now I have... I'm not going to be able to eliminate a unit. The only way I can eliminate a unit is if I have a single unit, standalone unit, is if I have the triple strength and I have the weapons. Because otherwise I'm going to bump up. So there's no sense in me doing anything with naval or anything like that to try to hit him. He's disrupted. I just got to leave him alone. And I got to move other stuff in. So that's what I do here. This guy's disrupted. I don't have to worry about Muff. So let's see. That's headquarters 2. This is 28. Yeah, they're all... Okay, this guy goes with him, but he's on my disrupted stack, so I can't move him. So I got to move one of the other guys. And I really don't like splitting these guys up. But I'm going to move this guy over. Alright? The guy underneath this guy is disrupted already. So this guy is not going to affect my stacking limits. And we're not over 10, so that does not make this a... what do you call it? What do you call it when they have more than 10 pips? It's a concentrated target. That's what it is. So that is not a concentrated target. But I've moved this guy over here. I don't think I'm going to use the headquarters, but I'm still going to leave him like that just in case to reserve my right. Alright, now here. Alright, so there is no bluff between this stack and this guy. So I can bring my tank in. So if I bring my tank and that guy and that guy, that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 3 plus, I think tank gives me flamethrower. If I bring the HQ, that's 12, because the tanks are doubled when it's close combat. So I don't know if, can't remember if tanks give me flamethrower on close combat. I think they do if they're attacking from next. Tanks are double, +1 of flamethrower. Sorry, here's my little note, cheat sheet note. So 1 per 3 steps, max 4. Heavy weapons are only worth 1 step, so they're not good in close combat. Tanks are double, +1 of free flamethrower. I almost said free throw like I'm playing basketball. +1 of hero and +1 of Japanese are in counterattack. So I think because they're on the weapon chart. Tanks, if adjacent, they have flamethrower. I'm going to say they do. Ah, goodness, I just knocked this stuff all over the place. Alright, so if I bring my tank in, I'm going to move these guys off so I don't accidentally mistake them for landing units. So let me move down here because this is where I'm going to conduct it anyway. So yeah, if I bring my tank in, that is 612 because both of these guys have lost a step. That's or 612, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus a flamethrower. If I bring this guy 2, then it's 12, so it gives me an extra card. But I can't bring him yet because that would be, and I forget the rule, how exactly it's stated, but I can move from one stack and I can close combat immediately, or I can wait till the end of the action phase and I can bring people from other stacks as well if I want them to join. And then I forget what it's called, but so I can do that. And then bring my HQ, and that'll give me 1 extra card. I might as well do that, because I can, and I got nothing else I want to do with this HQ unit right now. So I'm going to move these guys over here. And I'm going to reserve the right to close combat them at the end. Remind me. Don't let me forget. Alright. So, in fact, I'm going to move the stack off. Gosh, it's amazing. And so that I remember. Alright, so this is an odd turn, and in odd turns, the what loses? Sorry, see all my notes here? See what I have to do for this game? So much to remember. Where is HQ, fortifications, disruption. Here we go, disruption. Alright, units disrupted on even turns, remove on odd. So lighter side, remove on odd. Okay. So this one gets removed, these guys are done. Technically that one's going to get removed, that one right there. But I gotta figure out whether I can do anything with these units. I might, yeah. So if I move these guys up here, it's 1 movement, so I don't have to do any kind of muff. Then I can take these guys and move them here. And now these guys are completely there's 3 of them. So that means this guy remains disrupted from next turn. These guys can be undisrupted. They're all from the same battalion, so it doesn't matter which ones I do. But those are done. Alright. So I'm going to close combat that. Those guys unfortunately aren't doing anything. So let's come over here. This loses. Shoot. These just tiny little. That's the one thing about war games. These tiny little cardboard pieces you're dealing with. And, you know, if you're like me, you get big fat fingers. And it's hard to get in there and manipulate them. You can have your little tweezers, but then, you know, I flip stuff with tweezers just as often as I flip it with my own fingers. So, you know, these are fun to play with, but sometimes they just get in the way too. Anyway, sorry. Alright, so these guys are done. So what am I doing with these guys? Okay. I need to go into there. I need to go into here. But I'm going to have to draw cards to do it. And it's weird because I'm already in the position group. But I think I still have to draw a card. Because they're in communication. Yeah, I still got to draw a card. Dang it. I hate that rule. It makes sense because Iwo Jima, and that's what the Japanese did. So I'm not upset from a, from a historical standpoint, I'm upset because it makes it harder. So I can have some of these guys move into there. If I have my HQ move into there, my HQ would be the only one that gets hit. And it's... Well, no, wait a minute. Because I believe... Let me flip through this stack again. But I believe on U.S. movement, enter unoccupied position in communication. PG entering is on card. Unit from reserve. Conduct infiltration fire. Okay. So if I move, it's I grab a unit from the reserve and he will fire. But so he's going to fire on the stack. Not the unit that moves in. So I can declare that I'm moving in and just draw a card, and he's going to fire on the stack anyway. And then I move in if I want to close combat. So, yeah. Alright, moving in. No reds. Got a red. Alright. That's the thing. Okay, so I got to take a reserve unit. The good thing is there's only 2 units left in the reserve for Section 2, or for Sector 2. But, unfortunately, there's 2 units left in the reserve for Sector 2. So that means these guys get fired on. Blam, blam. But I haven't used this guy, so this guy can actually attack over here. Well, I can close combat with these guys. And I got a tank there. So the tank can't go over the bluff. So, crap. Alright, well, he fires. So, no red. So he misses. And then I can close combat his butt if I want to. I have a headquarters and a full strength unit and an engineer. That would be 6. The engineer wouldn't do me any good. So the question is, do I want to close combat this guy? He doesn't have a disruption marker. So I can disrupt and then close combat. I have the tank there. Tank can't barrage him because he's not revealed. So, I'm sorry, was I pointing at the right one? Yeah, I'm pointing at the right one. Do I want to close combat that, or do I want to wait? But if I wait and I draw a red on the next fire phase, I will get 3 cards. If he's got close combat, he gets 2. If not, he gets 1. I gotta get 2 hits. Yeah. Yep. This one I'm gonna resolve immediately. So let's see what I get. I'm gonna move these guys off the board. I will get 3. Please give me no CC. Okay, good. I don't, but he is an elite unit. Almost good that I'm close combating because he's got flanking and he takes 4. And I'm jumping over, and the strength does not reduce for jumping over a bluff when you're in close combat. So, the problem is, and here's something that I think a lot of the, and I don't know if this is true in other D-Day games or if it's just this one, but I know that the other guy who did the videos on these missed this. So, Japanese get 1 card per unit, so he'll get 1 card. He's not close combat, so he's not going to get that. But it's +1 if 4+ strength total. Well, he's 4 strength, just that 1 unit. So he's going to get an extra card. Now I get my 2 plus the 1 for a flamethrower. Unfortunately, I couldn't bring my tank in over the bluff. Otherwise, it would give me another card. But at any rate, instead of being 3-1 with no disruption, it's 3-2 with no disruption. So I'm probably not going to kill this guy. And he's an elite unit, so he wouldn't die anyway. And again, rules. I can explain that if I need to. I'll move those guys out of the way. Got these guys here. And then we've got our little close combat battlefield right here. Alright. So, Japanese go first. And this is a red position because stupid red had whatever it's called, resurgence or whatever. So no reds. No reds. Sweet. All right. So that's good because now it's 3-1. I just need a red. And of course I did not get one. All right. And he didn't get one. Okay, that's good. We're not going to take a hit. And there's no events or anything that would cause anything bad to happen. So now I got to hope I get 2 reds in a row, because then I can disrupt him, and then I can put him in the... there's a red. Perfect. Perfect. So he will at least get disrupted. At least. If this is a red, I'm in business. Dang. Okay. 5 cards, 1 red. And no events. Look at that. There wasn't one close combat event in all those cards. Right? That never happens. Alright, well, at least he's disrupted. But, and I didn't take a hit, so I'm not disrupted. So that's a good thing. But I was unable to take him. And now we know, I mean, he's revealed. He's got flanking and mortar. So I'm going to need to get around the other side of him in order to attack him. I've got the one guy in the position group set up. Right? Oh, wrong way. There we go. See, I got the guy in the position group that's already there. That's at full strength. He's disrupted, so he's not going to fire on him. So I'll have an 8 coming straight at him. I got to get someone here so that I can double whammy him. I need a 12 strength to just flat out take him. So if I get an 8 strength unit right here, comes over the top, I need 2 8 strength units right here. So I can go 8 plus 8 is 16. No, I just need 12. So 8 plus 4. And that'll be good. Okay. So let's see what I have here. Anything? Step loss. Okay. And actually, these guys are... these guys are 5th division, so I want them moving this way anyway. If I move them out, then I risk fire from here. These guys were disrupted, and now they're not, so I can't use them. Can you even see? No, I zoomed in too far. All right, so these guys are... I remove their disruption, and that's their turn, so they can't get there. The only thing I do is move these guys. But I don't want... Okay, here's what I'll do. I will move my engineer and my wounded unit. And they will come over here. And I will leave my HQ there so that I don't have any problems with the rejuvenation. Now, I still got to try to get into here. Alright, these are 23s. That's, see, now I'm marrying. See, this guy's got to move out of here anyway, because I've got the 4th and the 5th intermingled right here. I don't want that. So this guy's going to have to move over here eventually. I don't want him to yet. Although I could maybe move him here. Yeah, okay. But let me move this guy in here first, because it's all the order, right? The order you do things. So this guy moves in here. And then this guy moves out here. And this guy moves in here. And that way I don't have an overstack, and I don't have to worry about that drawing a fire. Now, I got to get into this position with these guys. So they're going to draw a fire card. So I don't want any purples. I'm scared. I don't want a purple. Yes. Alright. Alright. These guys move up in here. Perfect. Alright, so now I've got Division 4 holding on to those positions. And this is my line of delineation right here. These guys will move this way. take out, well, I don't know if they'll be able to take out those guys on their way over. Maybe these guys can move up while these guys move over. Because we're getting more units in here anyway. So yeah, maybe I can have these guys move up and try to take those out. But these guys can start heading that direction once I start. I mean, I'm going to have to garrison on turn 7. I don't want to leave those undone, basically. Alright, so let's go over here and see what we can do here. Alright, so I got a green position. I got to get up and take out this yellow. I can't barrage him because he's not revealed. This is... Alright, I got to start moving these guys over. Try to take that position there. I hate to do it because I hate these guys to take any kind of hits, but I gotta do what I gotta do. So what do I have here that can move up into green? Got an engineer. I got some full strength guys. Alright, so at least if it's close combat, the tank will stay. I can't do anything with the tank, and I can't repair the tank until turn 5. So I can take these guys into that green position. Let's do that. No greens. I got a green. I got a green. But that's the last reserve unit. So that means if I can take this guy out, and if he's not an elite, which I think there was only one elite in the reserve units for section 2, if I'm not mistaken, I won't have to draw for that next spot, that next green spot up there. So could be worse. Could be worse. So all right, he comes in. He takes a pot shot at me. Alright, got a green. Got a diamond. So he's going to nail one of my guys. I don't have a diamond. Oh, no. Does that mean my tank is gone? No, I don't think it does. Because he hits the guy with the most pips, right? Yeah. So, step loss for this guy. He's unfortunately disrupted, so I gotta go into close combat. Like that, if I want to go into close combat. With 2 cards, with 2 guys. Flamethrower. I can't get points for both flamethrowers. So that would be double, that would be... I gotta do it though. I can't let the guy just sit there. I can't let him fire on me next turn. So I gotta come in, I gotta close combat him. I'm only getting 2 cards, but if I can at least disrupt him, then that's the deal. And he's not close combat. And thankfully, he's a flank. So I could take him out if I get a really lucky draw, and then I don't have to worry about the flanking requirements. At the very least, hopefully I can disrupt him. He's only 2 strength, so he only gets 1 card. Right? He only gets 1 card. Let's come down here. So there's his 1 card. I get 2 cards. Because I've got flamethrower and 4 pips. 4 strength, 4 steps, whatever you want to call them. He does go first though. So this would be a green. I'm looking for no green. I got no green. Sweet. Okay. So I need at least 1 green out of these 2 to at least disrupt him. If I get lucky, I can get 2 and I can just knock him the heck out. There's 1. There's 1. So he's disrupted. There's 2. Ah, see, close combat never works out like that. Most of the time, it's the worst thing in the world. But I just killed that guy, and I don't have to flank him. So he gone, and I'm in that green position, and there are no more reserve units for Sector 2. So that's a good thing. Alright, so I'm in there. I'm in. Alright. Good job, Sarge. Alright, so that guy's done. Now I gotta figure out, do I move on these guys? I gotta start moving these guys across, but this is only one group of units. I can move those guys up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Alright, these guys are coming across. I just gotta hope for the best. That I don't draw a diamond on the next fire phase. These guys coming up here. I mean, they're already in steady field of fire, right? So, either way. But they got to start making their way across the beach. I mean, this is what happened, I think, in the real campaign, where they kind of started taking this area first and then moved up after they took Suribachi. Anyway, so those are done, those are done. This guy loses his disruption. So he's done. Let's see. Okay, so I gotta move on yellow. So we are going to leave the engineer there, I think. Move these guys here, where they will take my fire. Let's see. This is all jacked up because I got 25 and 23. I need 23 with this. Okay, these two are 23. So they're going to move up here with that tank. The tank can't go anywhere. So they're going to be here. I got a 23 underneath. He's going to move up here. Might leave him there. 25, 25. There's another 23. So if I move this 25 in here with that 25, they're grouped together. And then I got HQ 25. Oh, this is 2. This is 225. Trying to keep all these guys together is ridiculous. Okay, so I gotta take muff for both of those guys. This guy can move up here. That's a 4th. Okay. This guy will lose his disruption. I think I'll keep that guy there because there's nothing landing behind him. And I don't want to overstack at this point. Okay, now I got this stack here, these guys, I got these guys here. Do I move them up? Tank can't, but well, tank could move up. But I'll move these guys here. Tank will stay there. Okay. I think I got all my movement out of the way. And these guys can move up here with the tank. Where's my 25s? I got 1, 2. Oh, that's right. I landed all them together. So the other 25s are underneath him. So I'll move these guys here, and then these guys become undisrupted. And that's their turn. Alright, so this one and this one have to take muff fire. Right? Because they came from steady fire into intense. It is such a confusing rule, this movement under fire. Alright. If another unit is adjacent, muff is only 1 hex range. Okay. Well, that doesn't help me here. 1 hex movement does not trigger unless moving in field of fire of the same Japanese unit. Muff is resolved. Okay. Well, they take it. Nothing I can do about it. Alright. Hey, look at that. No yellow. I'm good. Golden. Alright. And then this guy didn't move. So that's it. That's it for our turn. But now, dun, 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 Japanese artillery on turn 3. Alright, so the way artillery works, if you're not familiar with the way it is in this game, Japanese have certain number of artillery points. Alright, they have artillery points for in Sector 1, Sector 3, and Sector 4, but not in Sector 2. However, artillery from adjacent sectors can hit at half strength, or if there are units in their sector, at third strength. Except for Suribachi. Suribachi goes full strength because Suribachi. So that means Suribachi, and I don't know how far in I'm zoomed, but Suribachi Sector 1 has 12 points. 12 artillery points. Sector 3 is just full of artillery. That's got 28. So I am supposed to take alright. Alright. Own sector. Oh, where are we? Oh, there we are. Own sector plus half from adjacent sectors. Sector 1 is not halved. So that means I have to take 12 points from Sector 1 and 14 points from Sector 4 into Sector 2. And then I flip a card and I use the artillery number down there as the divisible by, and that is how many units get hit. So that is 26 total points divided by 9 is roughly 3. You round, and so it's just shy of 3. 27 divided by 9 is 3, and I do math. So that is 3 units, and the priority. From turns, From turns until turn 6, or until game turn 7, priority is beach landing hex, or beach landing, and then beach hex, and then closest to airfield, and then most steps, and then non-black intense field of fire. So we are going with beach landing and beach hex. Once we hit game turn 7, then it'll be closest to the airfield. So you can game the game a little bit and keep a couple of units there and a couple of stacks, because you can disrupt a stack of at least 2 units and not take a hit. So we'll keep a couple of a few stacks of units out there that can just disrupt every time there's artillery. But for now, I got to take hits in the water, and so there's 3 hits, and so where was that? Here it is. Okay, so it's a circle, so I get 3 circle hits. So let's see, there's going to be a circle in each stack, and that's it. So actually I'm going to take 2 hits in the water and then 1 hit on the beach. So there is 1 with these blue sector guys. There is 2 with the red sector guys. And then I got to take a 3rd one somewhere on the land in the beach. There's a circle right there. This guy isn't doing anything at the moment, although we will want him to support as we move to the north. But that's a circle. We give him a step loss. Alright, so that is Japanese artillery. Oh, I almost knocked my camera over. That is Japanese artillery. We don't do the raid phase, and then that is it. End of turn. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. We will see you next turn. Except remember how I said you guys needed to remind me about that doggone close combat at the end of the US action phase? You didn't remind me. So now I gotta do it now. So pretend that artillery never happened, or at least it was delayed. And we've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus a flamethrower against close combat. I'm going to put Japanese always go on the right. I don't know why, but they do. Alright, so they get 2 cards, and I get 4 cards, and that is the yellow position up there in the middle. That is what we are fighting. So no yellow. We got a yellow. Alright, so that means we take a hit, and that means one of these dudes gets knocked down. And we lose a card. Alright. We just need one because he's already disrupted. I just need one yellow. There it is. Got my yellow. Alright. So he's dead. He is dead. And these guys live to fight another day. I'm going to put my tank on the bottom. And because I took a step loss, that grouping is disrupted. This was dark because it's odd. And there we go. Alright. So I resolved that. And then artillery happens. Everybody got hit, like you saw them get hit. And we're good to go. Alright, so there's my turn. See you next time.